YouTube, what is good, y'all? I'm feeling so much better this time. My last video, I was a little under the weather, but we are starting off with, first of all, we're starting off with a rip in the glove already before we even do anything. So y'all already know what that's an indicator of. So as you guys can see from the thumbnail, we are using these tips from Dollar Tree. Y'all, these were $1, or they might have been like $1.25. Y'all know how Dollar Tree switched it up on us. And they're not bad. Like, I'm finna be using these. Like, I'm gonna get my use out of these. I was actually really surprised by the Apex. Like, they had a little, they had a little Apex on them. So getting right into the video here, some of the products I'll be using. My black from Ruby Nail Products, these two colors from Brother that I ended up mixing. I got my tip sized out, and of course my peel off base from UNT. Hey y'all, I got me a margarita, because why the fuck not? I'm grown. I could do my nails and drink if I want to. Anyway, really quick, you guys, I did go ahead and file down the cuticle area on these tips. I'm used to Apres tips, which are super duper thin in that area. So I just went in with my mini sanding band and Mandrel bit that I got from Ruby Nail Products, and my Makartt E-File, which of course I'll link everything down below, and just went over the cuticle area really quick before I began. Next, I'll be applying the tips with this Apres Extend Gel. If you guys want a really in-depth video of how I do Gel X nails, leave a comment below. I don't really prep my nails properly because this is a peel off base. There's other things or other ways that you have to prep Gel X nails, and I just skip all of that because, again, this is a pop-off set. But y'all let me know if y'all want me to do a full in-depth Gel X application video. But I am just putting a little bit of that Extend Gel on the inside of the tip and going in at a 45-degree angle and allowing that gel to go up to the free edge of my natural nail, and then you see me go off camera a little bit because that's just me going over and curing it in my little lamp that I have off to the side. And then once I have all the tips on there, I do place my hand in the bigger lamp for about 60 seconds for a full cure. So here's how we're looking after all the tips. All the tips are applied, and these are giving a lot of it. I'm not hating on these. The length is cool. I'm not too much of a fan of coffin nails, but these are still pretty cute. And they're such a cheaper alternative for, beginners who just don't want to spend so much money on Gel X tips. You can just go right to your local Dollar Tree and grab these. So yeah, you guys see me going in the cuticle area and filing that down, and also going over the entire surface of all the nails just to get off that shine on there. Of course, you want to get all your shine off just so that your gel adheres a lot better. After this step, you guys will see me go in with my 60/60 grit hand files and just straightening out that free edge. I didn't really file too much on the sides because I was okay with the shape. These are coffin. I didn't want to make them any more narrow than they needed to be. So yeah, I just went over the free edge with my hand file. And y'all should see how I'm sitting right now. We're actually in a hotel. We're in San Antonio. We just came in from Chicago, and it's 104 degrees down here in Texas. So we was like, nah, fuck that. Let's get a hotel. But I'm sitting here in this hotel and, doing my voiceover in the room, and it was a crazy ass echo while I was doing my voiceover. So I had to set a pillow fort up literally on my body just so I can get my voiceover to sound not crazy. And I was also in a hotel filming this video here, now that I think about it. And that's funny, I filmed this video probably a week ago or a week and a half ago, and I filmed this in Texas also because it was hot as fuck. But as some of you may not know, my husband and I, we do live in our van. We travel for work, so we often get hotels if it's too hot or too cold. But we've been doing this for over, I guess it's 11 years now. And we're used to, you know, weather changes and stuff in the van, but I don't know what it is about the world, but it seems like our summers just get hotter and hotter. Or is that just Texas? Like, is it just hot, butt, booty, balls hot in Texas all the time? It doesn't make any sense. If you live in Texas, I'ma pray for you. I'm gonna pray for you real hard this summer. Also, really quick, I figured I'd take the opportunity right now to say, since I'm talking about van life, I have been posting, or I only have 2 videos, but I posted 2 videos to my channel of pretty much, you know, my van life, a little bit of what I do and how I do it. If you guys want to check that out, I know on a lot of my social media platforms, so many people are just intrigued with me living in a van and doing my nails while my husband drives and just my lifestyle and stuff like that. So I will link those vlogs somewhere in the cards up above, and yeah, go check it out. So after we're done filing, I do go in and buff the surface of all of my nails because we are getting ready for this weird ass design, you guys. It's not weird, it's fun. But I'm not gonna lie, you guys, I did not like how these came out. They look nothing like the inspiration photo. And I probably will not attempt this design again because for what? But also, you guys, this is why I started a YouTube channel, because there's so many crazy, wacky, fun, random designs that I want to do, and what better place to showcase them than YouTube? So I filed and buffed, and I'm just cleaning off my nails. I do seal my cuticle with a brush and some acetone off camera. And these charms are from Shein. I'm lying, they're from Temu, but you probably can find them on Shein. I'll place the little, you know, the little screenshot up on the screen. But how cute are these, you guys? When I first got them, I did not realize they were this big on the nail. So when I got them, I was like, it's fine, I'll just do like a really long set. But I wanted to use these Dollar Tree tips, so I was like, we'll just rock with it. So I'm pretty much playing around with it, trying to figure out which nails they'll look good on since they're so freaking big. I ended up deciding to put them on my thumb and my ring finger. And I have these 2 colors from Brother. I thought that it matched perfectly with just that brown one, so at first I did use that, but you guys will see me go in and mix the other color that you seen in the beginning just to get the perfect shade, which still didn't match, but it matched a lot better than just the brown by itself. Right now I'm going in with my base coat from Ruby Nail Products, and I'm gonna let this part play out and I'll come back. Alright, y'all, so this is the part where I realized that this shade of brown was not the shade that I wanted, so I did end up taking this off. I was trying to match it to the charms as best as I could, and I knew I was going to need that lighter brown, which is why I had it out to begin with. I was just being bold and just going in with that brown and hoping that I didn't have to mix colors, which I don't know why I be trying to avoid stuff. It just makes my work harder. But yeah, you'll see me mix on my little mixing plate, and y'all, this isn't really a plate, it's literally a tile that I got from Floor & Decor. Somebody on my Facebook commented and was like, what is that you're using for a palette? Like, it's so aesthetically pleasing and minimal. I love it. I was like, girl, this is a tile. Go to Home Depot, Lowe's, Floor & Decor, and go get you a tile. They might even cut it in half for you. I like mine long like this because sometimes I work with a lot of colors, so I didn't ask them to cut it for me. But y'all know I live in my van, so when these gels accidentally dry from the sun, like onto this palette, I can just peel it off with like my nail or like scrape it off. I can't do that with those paint palettes that they sell in the nail supply stores or on Amazon. Like, once it's dried on those, it's there to stay. But yeah, go to your local hardware store or anywhere that sells tiles and get you a tile. I got 2 of them. I got this one, and then I got one that's literally just a mirror. Like, it's a tile, but it's a mirror. But I don't like to use it when I'm recording because you'll literally see like all my lights and everything reflecting in it, and it's just distracting. But getting back to the tutorial, you see me seeing if the color matches better, which it does, so yeah. I went ahead and did this on my thumb and my middle finger. I did go in with 2 coats for this color, and then wherever I messed up, I just took me a brush with some alcohol and just cleaned around the cuticle area. I did realize that like a little bit towards the end, like how sloppy I did this thumb. So my cuticle area is not the best as far as like the gel and how sloppy it is, but it's okay. Alright, you guys, going in with my super black from Ruby Nail Products. I needed for this black to be like a thicker consistency. In the inspo video, I think she used like a builder gel, I'm not sure. But in order for me to get the thickness that I wanted, I just went in with a little bit of clear acrylic, mixed it up until I got the consistency I wanted. I might have added a little bit more gel or clear off camera, but this is what you want the consistency to look like. Hopefully you guys can kind of see right there. So here is my inspiration. I actually saw this video before I bought the charms. I saw this video like maybe last year, and I just kept it saved, and I was like, yo, I want to recreate this sometime. I don't know when, but I knew I was gonna do it. And as I was shopping on Temu, I came across these charms and I was like, how freaking perfect would these be to do that Boba set that I've seen? So yeah, here's where we are doing the Boba set that I've seen. And then I quickly showed you guys my little practice nail, which came out so bad. And all these other nails came out just like that, but we're gonna move on. Now, the actual design of this set was not hard at all. I think where I messed up was the placement of these black Boba balls. They were a little bit more uniformed in the inspiration photo. Like they weren't like randomly look at me taking a drink. Y'all, I was lit. But yeah, the balls was not uniform. Like I should have did it exactly how she did it, because they just looked crazy. Like they look like you shook up your boba tea and all the balls is just mixed around, floating all over the place, all over your tea. But yeah, after I placed those little balls on there with my dotting tool, I did add a little bit of clear to that color mix that I did, because I didn't want it to be too opaque to where you couldn't see the black boba balls, which it was still too opaque, and you guys will see me try and fix that a little bit later. But after I cured the boba balls in the lamp for 60 seconds, that's when I went in with this other color. And after this, I went in with more boba balls, and I tried to place them where there wasn't any boba balls, like in between the previous boba balls. Like I feel like I'm saying boba balls too much, like this is ridiculous. But yeah, you'll see me go in and place those on there, and then go in with that other coat on top of everything. Also, I don't show it, but of course I'm curing everything after each process. So like after the first set of boba balls, I'm curing for 30 to 60 seconds. Then I'm going in with that brown layer, curing that, and then going back in for the boba balls, curing that. Y'all get what I'm trying to say. Okay, so here's how we're looking after the design and everything is complete. And this is the point where I noticed you couldn't really see that black like how I wanted to see it. So I just went in with the buffer and buffed off a little bit of that brown layer just to see if the black would show up a little bit better. And it did. I mean, I guess it did. I guess it did what it needed to do. Or at least that's the best that I could do. So yeah, I did that for all of the boba nails, and I'll be back for the next step. Alright, so once I cleaned off my nails really good, I'm going in with my Apres Top Coat, and y'all know this is my favorite top coat right now. And just top coating over all of the nails. Y'all know I usually like to place my crystals and then my top coat, or my charms and then my top coat. But being that this charm was super big, I didn't feel like having to deal with top coating around it. So for the thumb and the the thumb and the the thumb and the ring finger, I went ahead and top coated before the charm. Alright y'all, so here's how we're looking after all of the top coat. And I of course cured everything for 60. She went and got her another drink, y'all. Cured that for 60 seconds, and we're gonna go in with my charms. So I didn't realize until literally this point right here that these charms had like a little hole in them. Probably because these are craft charms. I know some people use these for like earrings or necklaces. So they do have that small little hole. So I wanted to put that hole in the back so it wasn't seen, which worked out great because I wanted the straw like more like in the front of the nail. So I just went in with my Makartt rhinestone glue, put a big glob on there, and stuck my charms and cured that for 60 seconds. Okay, now that I look at them, I'm like, all right, these were kind of cute. Like, I was hating them up until this point, and I'm editing and I'm like, these were actually really creative. Here is how the set came out. I hope you guys really enjoyed this. This was super fun to do, and I was drunk as hell. Like, I'm not gonna lie, I probably drank during all my tutorials, but that's just like how I like to wind down. You know what I mean? Anyway, y'all make sure you give me a like, comment, definitely subscribe to my channel. And if any of you recreate this design, definitely tag me, y'all. I wanna see what all y'all can do with this. As always, thanks for watching, and I'll catch you guys in the next one. Bye.